Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the career and finance energy for the sign of Scorpio for the month of October. Now Scorpio, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Scorpio, I am not offering personal readings. I do not see myself offering personal readings in the future. So if you get a message from somebody, that is not me. They are impersonating me and they are very convincing. So just know that they are trying to take your money, and please just be aware. It's been going around recently. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. All right, let's see here. Make sure everything is in view. I like to do a 5-card spread for these career and finance messages. And we pull these 3 cards here to clarify as we go along, but I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the King of Pentacles. So nice card to get. Again, remember, with any tarot card, this is just masculine energy. It does not matter your gender. This is somebody who has the energy of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, okay? They have achieved success by not staying where they are, but rather using the routines that they've built to give them success. And so they stick to their routines, is what I'm trying to say. And there's nothing wrong with that. The thing about the King of Pentacles for their challenge is that they don't really experience much. They don't experience new things because they kind of just know what works for them. And so sometimes it talks about maybe branching out, trying something new. But for you, there is this energy of you putting in the work here, okay? And really getting some sort of reward for that towards this end of the month or just sometime in this month. But you have a couple cards here of really hard work. Slow and enduring is the way that I would kind of describe the energy here. Something that's appreciating over time. And I definitely like to see that. So you have a great reading. Other thing about the King of Pentacles is they're just dependable, hardworking. I kind of already said that. But anyway, right away in the middle here, you have the 9 of Cups. This is your overall energy for the month. Really nice card to get, okay? You can see this person here is holding up their cup. Things are going well in their small business. You know, customers are coming in, business is going well. The expression on this person's face suggests that they have a dream come true. And I definitely love to see this. One of the most positive cards in the tarot, and you can just tell by the expression there. And the other thing about this 9 of Cups is it talks about having some type of emotional contentment in your life, finally being happy after having gone through, the other, you're pretty much at the end of the full of the Suit of Cups. You're not at the 10 of Cups yet, so there's always room to grow, but I'll tell you what, the 9 of Cups is not a bad place to be. And so towards the beginning of the month or the first week of the month, you have the 2 of Swords. So this is somebody who's potentially dealing with an injustice, okay? The way that I like to read these 2 swords is as daggers, like somebody throwing emotional daggers at you, or words that were had, words that were exchanged, now kind of blinding you. And you're kind of like, how do I get out of this situation? You're conflicted. You're conflicted here towards the beginning of the month. In fact, I feel like some of you are going to be confused about something. Not only can the 2 of Swords indicate blindfoldedness, but the 7 of Cups next to it towards the middle of the month is confusion. Not sure which cup to choose. You see all of the paths ahead of you, and you kind of know the pluses and minuses of each one, but you're confused on which one to take. And what I will tell you, Scorpio, is that there are no wrong answers. all roads lead to the same path, and so whichever cup you choose will ultimately keep you moving along your timeline. And just keep that in mind. However, it does suggest to like make sure you're not spreading yourself too thin, especially as it relates to speculating in markets. Be very careful about like jumping in blindly into something, and that's what I would say with that. So yeah, some of you may be confused. Some of you may be dealing with chatter in the beginning of the month, like gossip or chatter, something like that, where there's like just a dagger thrown. And some of you may be dealing with that. But ultimately, look at this, towards this back half of the month here, you have the Nine of Cups in the middle as the overall energy, but you also here have the Seven of Pentacles, which is long-term investments paying off. You can see the pentacles are growing on the tree. They're ripe and ready to be picked. And so you can see that this person is doing that. This is long-term investments, okay? This is something that matures over time or appreciates over time, slow and enduring with this card. It is not something like a quick win, like a lottery win. It's not get rich quick. In fact, it's the opposite. It's also indicative of just hard work, okay? It's a very nice card for investments and money situations in general. Some of you may be doing like making a larger purchase or something like that. But I really like to see this because you also here towards the end of the month have the Six of Pentacles. This is financial, this is like the material and spiritual scales balancing out. I would like to say like the financial scales balancing out. You can see that this person is not only receiving, but they're also giving. And it says that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. And so you're balancing out your spiritual and your material. What I would tell you is to maybe, if you've been working too hard, to maybe give yourself a break, because you have two cards here of hard work. I'm not saying put yourself at risk or anything, like don't lose out on anything, but like the Six of Pentacles is also good for like job raises or some sort of money coming back to you, something coming back to you here in this month in some way. So especially if there's been like money owed or a debt paid, like you need a debt paid or something like that, it's definitely very good. So let's start to clarify this situation. You have the Six of Swords here. You're hopping in your boat here, taking your things with you and sailing to new timelines, sailing to new shorelines, and you're meeting new people, going new places, seeing new things. And it's a card of transition, of rites of passages, of moving forward, moving ahead. And although the waters may get choppy at times, you're sticking through this situation, you're working through it. So there could be some choppy waters here, I would say, towards the beginning of the month with the Tower. Here's the deal about the Tower. It's the universe coming in and saying, we're going to go ahead and change something up for you because what you're doing right now is not for your highest good. And it's really about some sort of illusion being revealed. And if you think about that, who wants to actually live in a house of cards? Who wants to actually live within false beliefs? Nobody. And so what that does is it exposes those situations and it allows you to grow and move on from them. And so it's really like a blessing in disguise, the Tower. It may be like a bit of an upheaval here with the Two of Swords, but ultimately you're transitioning ahead towards the Nine of Cups situation. And you also have the Four of Pentacles. I don't see anybody losing a job. This is financial stability, okay? This is finances stabilizing. With the Seven of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles on the bottom, and the Nine of Cups. What I feel like is going on here is a challenging person. Like words being had, potentially, something like that. Let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more. Now, if you're enjoying this, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, helps get the word out and spread the message to others. There's also a bell below this video. If you click that bell, you will never miss an update from me. And lastly, Scorpio, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I hope things are going well for you. So let's see what else we have. So we had one card that wanted to come out here, but I think I'm going to pull some additional ones. So the card that really wanted to pop out while I was shuffling was the Waiting Game. Two of Wands, research, planning, and discovery. But really what I feel like is going on here, I almost feel like, and why do I feel like I've said this to you in other readings recently, but let the dogs bark, okay? I would really be cautious, I would reread before you hit send, okay? we are in a retrograde until October 18th. And so I feel like the waiting game's coming in to say, hey, hold on, pump the brakes, like don't burn bridges here. Okay, third eye, you can see that this person that you're dealing with is suffering. Okay, ultimately, if you can find compassion for whatever this Two of Swords person is going through, you're going to come out better, because the third eye chakra is your spiritual vision. It's your ability to see ahead. It's your knowingness. It's your psychic insight, which we all have, by the way. I'm not like superhuman or anything like that because I read tarot cards. I have developed my third eye, and you can do that as well. And you have patience. What was I saying here? I would just be very careful of some sort of challenging conflict or something like that. But with waiting game and patience, this is, by the way, the Temperance card, healing, renewal. Definitely a nice card. You have hope. I love to see that. That's the Star, and power. Okay, this is going to work out. You're not in the wrong here, by the way, Scorpio. What I want to tell you is you are not in the wrong. You also have the crown chakra on the bottom. So you have these two upper chakras here. Spiritual situations. You know, the thing about the Tower is it can be an epiphany. It can be a revelation or an insight. And that's what I feel like it's... I'm not like concerned about that Tower for you. And in fact, I feel like this situation's like almost building on your power here. And what I love to see is the Star, number 17, comes after number 16, the Tower. And the Star is all about your period of renewal, especially with the Temperance card, which is a turnaround. This Tower, it's nothing, okay? It's nothing. Except it may be like, it may be showing you something that you just need to be honest with yourself about. But in the grand scheme of things, I feel like this is actually a blessing for you. And yeah, so let's see what else we have here. Okay, Thief, challenging person, imprisonment, official person, main male, concern. Can we clarify that? Okay, maybe someone in a legal situation. Wow, now we have false person. Okay, so you've pulled a lot of the challenging Kipper cards. Just don't let any of these hold you down, okay? The point of cards readings is to empower you, especially, well, mine are, okay? And so you're clearly dealing with a challenging person. You're dealing with emotional poison. Someone's throwing daggers at you. How are you going to respond? Are you going to come to a place of compassion and realize that that person is suffering? Or are you going to let it hold you back? Because ultimately, with courthouse adjudication and imprisonment, and I'm not suggesting anyone going to jail. That's not how I read. This person that you're dealing with that's challenging the false person, they're imprisoned in their own stuff. Okay, they are suffering. And so are you going to understand that they are getting some sort of, like, this is working out as it's supposed to, in divine timing and in divine law and order, and karma will be rendered here. You're concerned about a job offer not happening or a job situation not happening as quickly as you want it to, with waiting game patience. But official person is my HR card, which is human resources. So this situation is going to happen, and it's probably going to be good for you. So love this. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.